This is a huge update in the world of type 1 diabetes that just dropped today, so you're definitely going to want to pay attention to this. If you are not aware of this really big trial, Sana took some human islet cells that regulate blood sugar and they genetically modified them so that the human immune system could not detect them and therefore they would not destroy them. These cells were then injected into the forearm muscle of a man in Sweden 6 months ago. And today, Sana just announced that those cells are still producing insulin 6 months later. This is a really big deal. In their update today, Sana announced that these cells have continued to survive, evade detection by the immune system, and continue to produce insulin in the patient. They also checked the patient's C-peptide levels, which is a marker of insulin production, and they found those levels to still be consistent, which is great news. They also did a mixed meal tolerance test, which is when they give carbohydrates to the patient to see if insulin production ramps up, and they found that it did. They did another MRI and found signals consistent with graft survival 6 months later. These updates are really exciting to hear today, but remember, they are not trying to cure this patient of type 1 diabetes. They are just checking for safety and tolerability at this point. They did not give this patient enough islet cells to actually cure them. They gave them about 5% of the amount of islet cells that would be needed to cure them. But the fact that these cells are still alive and still producing consistent levels of insulin and responding to mixed meal tolerance tests 6 months later is a huge, huge deal. About 6 months ago, when Sana was deciding when they were going to tell everybody about this trial, they decided that they would wait 2 weeks after they injected these cells into the patient. And they actually doubled that and waited about 4 weeks before they told us. So they only waited a month back then, and it was very exciting back then. Today we are celebrating 6 months of the exact same results. That's a really big deal. Sana's vision is to treat diabetes with a broadly available therapy leading to normal blood glucose control without either insulin or immunosuppression, and today's results are bringing that closer to reality. The next step for Sana is SC451 right here. That's where they're going to take everything that they learned from these first batch of cells, and they're going to try to apply them and duplicate the results with stem cell derived islet cells. Because if you're going to cure millions of people of type 1 diabetes, you need to be able to do it with a stem cell product that can be pumped out in the billions and billions. As long as everything continues to go well with this trial, Sana plans on filing an IND next year so that they can hopefully start trialing this stem cell product in humans. Make sure you follow me so I can continue to update you on this trial and all other promising trials going on right now.